In this lecture, we will actually build our very first voice AI agent using Vapi. But before we do so, let's quickly have a check on our schedule. So we just had in a few lectures ago a review of our context diagram. We did a detailed introduction of Vapi and alternatives like LifeKit. Now we are going to do or build our own voice AI agent using Vapi. So for that, let's go to Vapi. You may need to sign up. Once you signed up, you will end up in a dashboard similar to mine. But in my case, since I have built multiple AI agents before, maybe I see these diagrams, maybe I see some numbers. You don't, it's okay. Click on Assistants, then click on Create Assistant. Here you can give your assistant a name. I'm going to give mine Samantha. I'll click on Create. Samantha is here. I'm going to go and write here first message. Hi, Aemal. How are you doing? And then in here, I use a dictation tool, so I'm going to use that in order to write some system prompt. You're a friendly AI agent that have access to my tools, and I call you whenever I need to do some work. You perform tasks on my behalf, and you always are in a friendly tone. It's just a prompt that I need to give. You can leave these options as they are. You can go to transcriber. From here, you can leave it as it is. These are all basically the list of transcribers that you can select. I'll come to that in just a minute. I want to take you to the actual outcome first, and then we'll go there. From here, you can choose deep gram, and from here, choose the Aura 2. From the voice, choose Elena. I like this sound more, but feel free to pick whatever voice you like. And then click on Publish. Now you're ready to talk to your voice AI agent.
Hi, Aemal. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Ready to help you with whatever you need today. What's on your mind?
I was thinking about voice AI agents. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Of course, voice AI agents are systems designed to understand and respond to human speech. They're powered by technologies like natural language processing, NLP, and
So basically you got the point. Like there is all that diagram that I explained earlier done in just a few clicks. Literally, we clicked a few places and then it just happened. I'm going to do a very thorough introduction of Vapi in this lecture so that next time we come here, you know your way. On the very left, you have a drop down of organizations. You see the dashboard of overview here. You see all your assistants that you have created in here. Workflows we will not touch. It's this out of the scope of this course. Phones we'll touch in just a minute. Tools we'll touch in a few lectures later. And files will not touch, but you can do it by yourself. Basically, you can upload knowledge base and files, and then this Samantha AI agent will have access to those files and talk to you. A squad is this crew-based voice AI agent that they can call each other, but we'll also not touch this. All right. When you select one of your AI agents from here, or assistants, you can do certain configurations under model. You can see the cost, how much it will cost you per minute. What's the latency when you select one of these three options? And since we're going to focus on the go, our option will be mostly Twilio, which is the phone integration basically. So therefore the latency of 1.5 seconds should be anticipated. You can pick the model, like whether this be the model that Vapi provides under the hood, which one they provide. Maybe they are optimizing across multiple models, or from OpenAI, Azure OpenAI, which is very important, especially for European-based clients. You should select this one. And then when you select one of those models, the drop-down of the models changes, and then you can select the model that you want to pick for this particular one. I'm going to keep 4.1 here. And files you can upload as well to increase the knowledge base, but for now, only the context window will be good enough. Then the transcriber is your ASR, your automatic speech recognition. All the providers are provided here in this list, DeepGram being one of the good ones. Assembly AI, Azure's ASR services, 11 Labs, and so on are also available in this list. Whisper by OpenAI is also a very good one. So when you pick OpenAI, then you can pick this one, and under the hood, I believe they use Whisper. So I'm happy with DeepGram, so I'm going to go and keep DeepGram here, and especially Nova 3 model. That's good enough. Then we have this voice tab where you can configure your TTS, the text-to-speech one. You can pick one of those providers, and then you pick one of the voices that they provide, and also across those models. You can do a lot of advanced configurations and tool, which we will, some of them, very small parts of it, we will touch in order to satisfy that workflow that we have in mind. The Tools tab, which we'll touch later, is used to create tools and assign tools to this particular tab. Here you can do some analysis of your voice AI agent, and there are a lot of advanced features of this voice AI agent that you can enable and disable. For example, enabling a voice mail detection. If you're creating your voice AI agent in a way that it calls people, you can also do that from Vapi. But imagine if you build that kind of a workflow in your own system, it is going to take you forever. The last thing that we will do is putting a phone number behind this. So click on create. Here, put any number, just a 2-3-digit number. This is a small hack that you need to go through. And then put one of these suggested numbers, for example, 215. And then click on create. Then you get the phone number, and then it takes around 2 minutes in order for this phone number to be activated. Once this phone number is activated, then you can actually call this phone number, and then this phone number, if is associated with that assistant from this dropdown, here this is Samantha that I have created, then this phone number will be routed to Samantha. The actual amount of work that we have done here in summary was not only all of that, but there is one more element to it. That one more element is that in this case, it is not this happening. It's actually a phone number, a Twilio integration happening. So basically, the user is calling a Twilio phone number. Now that our phone number is activated, then you will know. And then this entire workflow is done like this. If you're a developer and you know the amount of work required to put together this much of technology, it needs at least 6 months of work. But now you have built it literally with a few clicks. And therefore, I highly recommend that you should always go with off-the-shelf solution and do not build this by using the APIs of Twilio or the APIs of any ASR, any given ASR like DeepGram or Whisper and so on. As a developer, usually we tend to make this mistake. I'm myself a developer. I have built a lot of systems in the past 23 years, and most often I want to build things myself. But my entrepreneur side always tells me that what's the ROI? What's the return on investment? if you want to build a voice AI agent that actually works, and it works pretty much predictively, it has good tracing, and it can be relied on production, then go for a framework. And Vapi is one of the best frameworks that is out there. So now that the phone number is created, now let's go and give it a try. I'm gonna pick my phone and dial this number. Okay, before I move on, this is very important part because it will otherwise fail. Only the first phone call will work for you, the rest won't. The next phone call will not work for you because you're not on a paid subscription. Therefore, you need to be on a paid subscription in order for this to work. So I'm calling.
Hi, Aemal. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm just a bundle of virtual energy.
So that has been done, but it's just a phone number. What you would want to do is save it on your phone as a number, as a given name. And once you have that, then when you are cycling, when you're jogging, you're in the gym, or you're washing dishes, you hands-free can do this. Hey Siri, call Samantha.
Hi, Aemal. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you tell me a joke about nothing? All right, I was just making a joke. So you got now the knowledge that requires to build a voice AI agent that has an interface with a phone number, sits on your phone as a phone number saved as a name. This could be the name of your better half, and you can call him or her and ask things. You can even do voice cloning of their voice. And this is just the start of this workshop. The next lectures are going to get even better. See you in the next lecture.